In today's video, I'm going to show you what to charge for your online courses and coaching programs. And more importantly, this is based off of $13 million in sales for my own products and what price points I see work and what price points I see fail. By the way, if you like videos on how to grow your digital product business, then subscribe to the channel because I rock those videos each and every week. Hey everybody, my name is Dan Henry and I'm the founder of 𝐃𝐚𝐧 and the author of Digital Millionaire Secrets. And this right here is a book on how I built an 8-figure business selling my knowledge online. And I do talk about pricing in this book, and I will leave a link to this book in the description. But right now, I want to cover in this video exactly what to charge for your online courses or coaching programs. And also, more importantly, what price points work. So it's not necessarily what to charge, it's how can you make your programs fit into these frameworks, because these are the price points that work. And when I say work, I mean they sell, they scale, and they make you enough money to be able to do something like hire staff to help you out with your business, right? And so that's what I'm going to cover here today. By the way, let me know in the comments what you charge for your online course or coaching program. I'd just like to see what you guys are charging for those of you following me on YouTube. Let me know in the comments. All right, so it really sucks when you go to create an online course and you're just like, what do I charge? Or you are selling a course or coaching program and you're like, am I charging enough? You know, is what I'm charging right? Okay, so in order to understand pricing, we must first understand operations, team structure, and the method of sale. And let me also preface this by saying this. If you're charging $7, $37, $47, $97, and you're selling your programs on Udemy, you must hate money, okay? Let me tell you that you're not gonna make money, you're not gonna build a real business, a real company, and achieve real financial freedom if you're selling pennies at a time. All $13 million that I've made from selling my own online programs came from me selling a program on my website that I own and control, not Udemy, not anything like that, all right? My website, from my website, my control. I just want to preface that. So what we're looking at here is we're looking at, is it just us? Do we have a team? How are we selling it, all right? So, and keep in mind that no matter what you teach, there is a way to charge in these frameworks, right? So for instance, if you say, well, Dan, I want to charge a lot, but I don't know how. Well, if you have a fitness course, right, and you go after, say, business executives that are traveling, that want to stay in shape while they're on the road, they're going to be willing to pay more than a mom that wants to drop 2 dress sizes. See what I'm saying? At the same time, the amount of support you give also has a impact on the price, okay? So for instance, the over here, right here, I'm gonna show you what actually impacts the price. So audience, who you're selling to, promise, what you promise they will achieve if they complete your program, and as well, support. How much support are you giving? Okay? These are really the 3 things: audience, promise, and support. How much support are you giving? Are you just giving them videos to watch? Are you having weekly calls with them? Are they flying out to your office for 2 days at a time? What are you doing here? These are the 3 things. Now, in a different video, I'll cover how to increase prices and things like that. But in this video, we're going to just cover the price points that work, okay? So if you want to sell a course where you sell it automatically, you never have to talk to anybody, you have a automated sales funnel. And the way we do this is we sell anywhere from $497 to $1997. So basically $500 to $2,000. And the method of sale there is advertisement or organic marketing or whatever to a webinar. I'll call this a Webby, right to the sale. So they see an ad or some sort of content online, they watch a webinar, and we sell them a $497 to $2,000 product. Now, a webinar is basically about a 1-hour sales presentation. And the way we do webinars is we give a lot of value. We teach them something. We make them happy that they watch the webinar. They get a lot of value. And then if they want more, they can buy the premium program, right? So it's almost like giving the first class free. So when you sell in this range, or I'm sorry, when you sell this style, you can sell in this range, okay? So an ad to a webinar to a sales page in this range. And then when you say, well, Dan, I'm charging less than $497, or I'm charging $497, $997, I want to get to $2,000. How do I do that? Well, that is where we start looking into who you're selling to, the promise you're making, and the support you're giving. So for instance, if I'm selling a fitness course for just everyday people to drop some dress sizes, you're going to be more towards $497, okay? Now, you could sell it for $297, something like that. But honestly, if you're going to take the time to build a sales funnel, you should charge at least $500, all right? So, and again, you know, if you're just giving them a PDF, well, you can't charge $500 for a PDF that, you know, gives them some exercises. That would be a $47 offer, right? But we don't want to sell $47 offers because you can't make decent money doing that. You have to have an actual decently priced offer that goes to the right audience with the right promise with good support. So for instance, if you sell a traveling businessman a course on how to stay in shape while on the road, and the support you give them is, you know, a weekly coaching call, man, you can definitely charge at least $2,000, probably more for that. But let's say your audience is traveling businessmen. You promise that they'll keep them fit on the road, but you don't have that level of support. It's really just an online course that you log into. They watch the videos and that's it. No coaching calls, nothing like that. Well, now you're more towards like $497. See what I'm saying? So this range is where you are based on the method of sale. And then how you go left or right is based on who the audience is, the promise you make, and how much support. So for instance, if you sell to new moms, the promise is to get back to their pre-baby weight, but you give no support, you're going to be more towards $497. But let's say that it's the same thing. New moms drop a couple get back to your pre-baby weight, but they have weekly accountability calls. Well, now you can go more towards $997 and even $2,000. In fact, I know people that sell programs like this where they have a coaching call every week, a curriculum, and they have a live event where people come to a live event and they charge like $6,000. Okay, see, that's the thing. Your audience, your promise, and the amount of support you give all influence where you are in this range. But if you're going to sell it with any type of advertisement or social media content to a webinar, this is the range you want to be in. Now, you might say, Dan, well, I have a sales page. I don't have a webinar. Well, here's the thing. I've been doing this a long time, and I don't know anybody that's made multiple 7 figures or 8 figures that doesn't have at least a webinar, right? They don't just send people to a sales page, okay? Unless it's like Agora or something, and they're like a huge celebrity. But a normal everyday person that doesn't have a huge following, you need a webinar, period, okay? Now, let's say that you decide you really want to bump it up. Now we can do the same thing, add to Webby, but this time we take them to a call, a phone call. Now from here, we can charge anywhere from $3,000, so we'll just say $2,997, all the way to $30,000. And you say, well, Dan, whoa, that's a huge jump. Well, yeah, but again, it comes back to this. Okay, so for instance, we have programs that we've sold over the phone, and we've charged anywhere from $5,000 all the way up to $30,000. In fact, as I record this video, I sold one of these $30,000 packages just today, about an hour before I recorded this video. Now, who did I sell that to? Well, I sold that to somebody who already makes very good money per month. In fact, a lot of months they hit 6 figures, but they're stuck. And they want to get to the next level. They want to start having multiple 6-figure months. They want to start really scaling. And they know that I'm the guy to go to when it comes to that. And so I had a call with them. They watched the presentation. I had a call with them. I explained to them what was in the offer. And the offer, again, the audience is somebody who's already making decent money. The promise was, I'll help you scale to the next level. So if you're at, say, 50 grand a month, I'm going to get you to 100. If you're at 100, I'm going to get you to 200, right? And the support is a lot. The support is a weekly call with me, 2-day meetings in my office every single quarter, done for you systems where you don't even have to build out these marketing systems. I just give them to you. That's why it's 30 grand, because the level of support is massive, right? But at the same time, I've also sold programs that were only, 5 or 10,000 that had similar support, but not quite as much as that, right? No weekly meetings in my office. There was weekly calls and there was and things like that. But again, it comes back to the audience, the promise, and support. I'm not going to charge $30,000 to help somebody lose weight. But if somebody has a business and they're like, Dan, the product I sell is $5,000 and I need help closing more deals. Well, let's say I charge, I'm just going to pick a number, 10 grand, okay? And I say to you, my program is $10,000. You're like, wow, $10,000, that's a lot. Well, not really, because if you charge $5,000 for what you do, and you need help booking more calls and closing more sales, that means if I help you make just 2 extra sales, you've paid for the investment with me. So most people, I help them make several more sales per week. But imagine I just helped you make 1 sale extra per week. That's an extra $20,000 per month. For a $10,000 investment, that's a no-brainer, right? But if I was teaching an ice cream parlor how to sell more ice cream, I don't know, 10 grand may be kind of steep depending on the situation, because what they're selling is $2. You see what I'm saying? So you have to look at your audience, the promise, and the support. Now, I've sold $500 I have a $500 program that teaches a lot of what's in this book, right? It's like a program on me going through what's in this book. And again, this is, you log in, there's no coaching calls, you just log in, you watch the videos, and that's it. So again, it's the same audience, but the amount of support, it's the difference between videos that you log in and you watch and literally coming to my office. And that is why you can go from, $497 all the way to $30,000. And again, we sell that up here on an order page. We don't take a call for that. So again, when you start thinking of what to charge, it's very, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's very difficult to determine that without my team taking a look at you, what you sell, who you sell it to, and what's included, and giving you our honest opinion on what you should sell, what you should sell it for, because your business is unique, right? Your business is its own thing. It's like nobody else's. So it requires a unique answer. However, in this video, I can't give you a unique answer because you're watching me on YouTube. So I have to give you a range. And that range is based on how you sell it, your audience, your promise, and your support. And again, if you sell it on an order page with a webinar, you can charge $497 to $1997. If you sell it on an ad to a webinar, to a call, you can sell it from $3 grand to $30,000. Honestly, even more. You can even sell it for $50,000 if you want to. Again, it depends, right? For instance, if you sell a program on how corporations can land $1 million government contracts and how to negotiate government contracts, you could charge $100 grand. Because if they land one government contract, maybe that's worth $300 grand. So you have to think about, what are they getting? What is it worth to them? What is the promise worth to them? Who are they? And what kind of support am I offering? And that's going to give you a much better view of what you can charge. Now, if you seem to feel a little bit overwhelmed by this, I don't blame you, because again, it's hard for me to tell you what to charge without actually looking at your business. And so there's going to be a bit of, this video is going to be a bit vague, because again, I got to know who you're selling to, what the promise is, and what kind of support you're offering. And for that matter, let's say you're stuck in this range and you're like, Dan, I'd really like to get in this range, okay? Well, now I can tell you how to tweak those things to get in that range as well. Maybe you're like, well, I don't know how to close over the phone. I don't know how to do a webinar. Well, again, these are things we can help you with. But guys, if you try to go outside of this framework, and the only other framework that I've seen work, like for instance, my book, okay? My book, people buy my book and they read it and they go, wow, this is amazing. And then there's a link in a website address that you can go in here and you can book a call. And a lot of times people will read my book, they'll go and they'll book a call and they'll buy one of my more premium programs. And essentially what that is the same thing, except where the webinar is a book. But what I'm trying to tell you guys is you can't just say stuff on Instagram, send them to some sales page for $47 and think you're going to make $1 million business. You need a core content, which is going to be a webinar, a sales presentation, even a book, something like that. A core, really good piece of core content that you funnel people to watch, and then you either sell them on an order page or get them on the phone and sell them over the phone. And these are the ranges in which you can make this work. And these ranges change based on who your audience is, what you're helping them do, and the amount of support you give. So if you're thinking to yourself, all right, Dan, that was very informative, but I still don't know what to charge, then I highly recommend you grab a copy of my book. I'll leave a link in the description. It is free. You just pay for shipping and handling. And if you want to get on the phone with my office and you want to look at, how we can help you not only decide what to charge or maybe see if you're charging enough, then we can do that. I'll leave a link below where you can book a call with my team. The call is absolutely free. But I'm going to do another video where I show how to increase price. Okay, but this right here is the range. And if you have any questions about this, again, there is my book and you can book a call, but this is the range. Anything outside of these bounds, I have seen fall apart 99% of the time. Meaning when you go to scale, you don't have enough money to pay staff. And if you don't have enough money to pay staff, like for instance, just somebody, even a virtual assistant to read your email or somebody to answer support tickets, you're gonna need to pay those people. And I've only seen entrepreneurs be able to build a team and pay a team, scale and be profitable sticking in these frameworks. I have a team of 12. I make tons of I make 6 figures in profit in my business every single month. I have a team of 12. I pay them well. I mean, I can advertise. I have tools. I have resources. I have nice cameras. I mean, just this King flip chart was like $800 or something crazy like that. It's from Europe. Again, if you're charging $50 and you're selling on Udemy, you're not going to be able to have these things because you're not charging enough. So these are the frameworks I've seen work, and I've seen work at scale. Anything outside of this is uncharted and unproven territory. I would stick within these frameworks. Thank you guys so much. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Grab a copy of my book. Leave those links in the description. See you guys soon.